If you're looking to grow your family, Shady Grove Fertility is the place more people turn and where more physicians refer their patients. From the first appointment to welcoming home baby, Shady Grove Fertility is here for you. Backed by science and powered by hope, plus a 100% refund on IVF. Shady Grove Fertility is dedicated to delivering exceptional family building care in Baltimore, Annapolis, Columbia, and beyond. Miracles made here. Payroll takes too long. At least it used to. Now there's Roll by ADP, the app that makes payroll as easy as sending a text. You're a small business owner, and you've only got a minute to handle payroll. What do? Step 1, type Run Payroll. Respond to a couple questions, and that's it. Done. They're paid tomorrow, not 4 days from now. If you have time to send a text, you have time for payroll. Skip the steps. Download the app now and get 3 months free at GetRoll.com. That's GetRoll.com.
You hear that? That's the clock ticking. Don't let it run out on you. You only got 7 days.
All right, that's how we're gonna do it. Or that's how I think it's done. I'm not sure if it's done like that, but if I had to count it that way, we in Cancer season, so change victory, comma. That could work. Change. Either way it works. So change.
You're on cue thanks to the Safari Club, the home of the DJs you love. DJ Kenny K, DJ Titan, DJ Biscuit, DJ Techniques, and more. SafariBaltimore.com. It's time to see what them roads and traffic is looking like.
Either way, I was counting something, y'all. But all right, so
This traffic is brought to you by Security Plus Federal Credit Union, and this gas spill cleanup continues
where am I
from the
started?
tractor trailer out there on
And the
southbound. This traffic
silence,
is super
right?
crazy. 3 right lanes are blocked right at 216.
I be having a whole lot on my mind, but we're gonna start with, let's do the inner silence, right? Y'all know I got a book, I read from it, as well as I have a prayer. But when I went in this book yesterday, this motherfucking passage is so long. So what I'm gonna kind of do is, what I did was I kind of went through it yesterday as I was reading it, and just picked out certain things that need to be talked about, because most of it is more so like questions. Like in it is actually asking questions, right? But because I kind of wanted, I had to, even this morning I went in the book and I was like, what chapter is in the silence, right? And inside of here, inside of this book, in the silence is chapter 6. I wrote that wrong. Alright, so, hey beautiful. Alright, so when I went inside the book this morning, I was like, well, what chapter is number 6? Now I need y'all to understand, we are in the 6th month of the year for them, right? The 6th month of the year, okay? And the silence is the 6th chapter, right? It's the 6th chapter, okay? Now, this is my learning, right? This is how I teach myself on certain meanings. So when I get the number 6, right? And like I said, I've learned through tarot cards. So when I learned through tarot cards, I would start with what? I would start with the major arcana card, which number 6 is the lovers, right? The lovers is like relationships. So it's like the lovers is like trials to overcome, and if depending on the reading of the spread, it could be a soulmate. The lovers is also Gemini. Okay. The lovers is attraction. The lovers is love. Now, I need y'all to follow me when I talk about this, right? Because all of this is gonna come into play with each other, right? So when dealing with tarot cards, if 6 is the lovers, meaning attraction, love, beauty, trials to overcome, right? If it come out in reverse, it means failure, it means foolish. Okay, so with the number 6 in minor arcana, right? You have the 6 of Cups, right? Which is emotions. And the 6 of Cups mainly talk about past, right? Either releasing, forgiving, right? Like we talked about forgiveness yesterday? No, gratitude was yesterday. We talked about forgiveness the day before yesterday, right? Grand Rising Lavender. So let's see. Hold up. Oh, so with the number 6, and I told you I learned through the numbers, so y'all follow me. All right, so I think about the element of each card, even when it comes down to, and I try to learn my way of working with the universe, right? Working with the universe. So if we are in the 6th month, right, which we just came out of Gemini, but we're going into Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. And I try to incorporate that. So for me, I would say like incorporating the element inside of myself, or let's say like the trials or whatever I need to overcome within this month, being number 6. 6 will be the things that you gotta work on. 6, like I said, 6 is the 6 of Cups is a water sign, right? 6 of Cups. Yeah. So, alright, shit.
Nice little vibes on a Wednesday. Yeah, I got what that was. Be more nice with you. Wednesday.
I did that so wrong just now. I don't know where I had it
I
at.
want to go ahead and call a spade because I know Shay Parker.
Alright, so
Every chance you get, you remind us how you love these true crime stories.
let's start with, because I'm trying to explain it in my experience, using it as myself.
But I love all documentaries, actually. But I
So,
do enjoy true crime.
And I know you're not alone, but I want to go ahead and tell you this, pull you to the carpet and say that
I want to use myself.
watching all these true crime shows so much, it's a red flag. And you might be
Alright,
very
so
concerned.
Okay, what?
the number 6 is truth, union,
That it might be because people
lovers,
appreciating the trauma
harmony,
watching
balance,
what
oh
they
shit,
have endured
balance,
themselves.
equality, perfection, integration, interfacing, conjoining,
That this is a red
I can never
flag,
pronounce
a
that.
bigger sign of you needing counseling ASAP.
Reliability.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Reliability.
No.
Reliability.
You should
I don't know why I pronounced it that way. Reliability, y'all know the fucking word. Dependability and communication, right? So, I would, if I'm using myself, right, I would say, because we in the, what's it called? The element of water right now. Cancer is a water sign. I would say right now, we are working towards the Six of Cups is where we're working from. Right. But we're using the Six of Cups because this is the 6th month, right? And because of inner silence is number 6 in the book, right? It's number 6 in the book. So, bitch, why did you just pop up?
And they like I know who like some of the most famous serial killers are and everything. I just find it
so I would say like the 6 of Cups is like past, letting go of the past, like basically, in my book. Cause bitch, no, what you in the past for, bitch, you in the past. You gotta let it go, okay? Like, let it go. Like, but the 6 of Cups is like stepping out of past regrets. You are forgiven. It's more like trust, sharing, going into harmony. You can surrender to what no longer surrender into accepting what no longer serves you and releasing it, right? As well as people from the past could come back, right? Giving you an apology. I don't accept apologies. Like, I've already said I don't want apologies. I just want people to get their blessings elsewhere. That is on me. Being open to share your feelings, because cups is emotion. So being open to share your feelings, right? Being generous, being open to giving and receiving. Because, bitch, don't overextend yourself. Don't give out 2 more that you ain't getting back. Okay? 6 is an even number as well. Bitch, we split shit straight down the middle. No cut cords. I don't know what to tell y'all, but the 6 of Cups is also friendship, partnership. I have no friends, but 6 of Cups deals with community. 6 of Cups could also be children, because a lot of people don't think like that. But if you look at the 6 of Cups on a tarot card, it's children in the cup. It could also be your inner child as well, healing that inner child in you. Perspective, forgiveness, and again, like I said, giving and receiving. So with the 6 of Cups, you are able to share your special talents, right? Yeah. Share your special talents with the world, right? With no regret. Like, I mean, regret. So anything I say in my video, I have no regret. I don't look back. Whatever I share because I was drawn to share it. I don't look back in my video and be like, damn, I should have never said that. No, I don't. I don't never look back. Like, I don't know. Like, I can be honest with you. I've never looked at my own videos. I've never looked back at my videos. Never. And I think for me, the reason I don't look back at my videos is because then you'll look at it and be like, damn, I wish I never said that. Now, some of the videos that I have looked at was like years ago, like when I was first starting. And then I would compare it to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I would compare it to where I'm at now. Like, damn, bitch. I don't look at it in a bad light. Like, damn, I was, I should have never said that. No, I look at it like, damn, bitch, I changed a lot. Well, damn, bitch, I done sat here and, like, bitch, I came a long way. That is how I look at my videos. I don't look at my videos like I should have never did this. I should have never did that. No, I don't look at none of my shit like that because I feel like what's said was supposed to be said, was done, was supposed to be done. Who I cussed out, bitch, you deserve it at that time. Okay? Yes, I did.
With Wi-Fi equipment included. It's all just $25 a month for 2 years with no annual contract.
Okay.
You can save up to $600 in your first 2 years over Verizon. Go to Xfinity.com/Verizon 5G Facts. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto.
All right. So with that being said, right?
Taxes and fees extra.
Because I like to kind of incorporate it. So with incorporating all that, right? In order to be able to trust, surrender, be able to share your gifts with the world, be able to surrender to change, be open, be generous, work on your partnership, work on your friendships, all of that. Guess what you need? Guess what you need? You need that inner silence, right? Now, Lavender. I want to know. This is what I want to say, right? So, all right. Ouch. When dealing with the number 6, right? You had a 6 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. And because we are in number 6, right? That's why I say when I look back at the zodiac wheel, I try to incorporate all of that to like my learning process, right? So when I looked at the zodiac wheel, in my mind, right? In my mind, because the 6 of Cups, well, because we in Cancer season, right? And Cancer is a water sign. I look at it like that's what, the collective is working on, right? We're working on partnerships, relationships, sharing our gifts to the world, forgiveness, being open, being more generous, right? Every sign, right?
County police are investigating the robbery of a guest at the Extended Stay Hotel in Lincoln. The victim opened up her door for housekeeping Monday morning.
Right.
And 2 men pointed guns at
her
and demanded money.
It could, with the 6, if I say like, all right, you have certain, let's say, because sometimes I think, all right, because let's say this. That is what the Cancers are working on, right? Let's say that. Let's not say all of the signs are, but let's just say because we are in the 6th month, we are working with the number 6 in tarot, meaning partnerships, which is the Lovers, right? So right, and the Lovers is talent, all that. All right, so when I look at the zodiac wheel, I ain't even gotta look at the zodiac wheel, but I would say every sign should look at the number 6 in tarot as in your element. So if you're a water sign, y'all working on the 6 of Cups. If you're an air sign, you're working on the 6 of Swords. If you're a earth sign, you're working on the 6 of Pentacles. And fire signs are working with the 6 of Wands. Right? Now, that's what everybody working on. So when I look at the zodiac wheel, right, I will go from Cancer and go to Capricorn, right? Capricorn is the earth sign. So the Cancer Capricorn works together, or there's something within the Six of Pentacles work. So there's a possibility that Capricorn could be offering something to a Cancer, or the Cancer needs to open up to the Capricorn emotionally. They're working on a relationship. If I go from Gemini, it's kind of like your the other end, like diagonal. So Gemini will be working with Sagittarius, right? Fire sign and fire sign and a air sign. Now, the Six of Wands, right, is, what's the Six of Wands? Recognition, spotlight. No, am I saying it right? Yeah. All right, so the Six of Wands would be like recognition, spotlight, victory over a situation. The Six of Swords is more so guidance, being turned out of troubled water, right? Coming from one end to the next end, right? You're no longer being in this spot, but you're going this way, right? Or you're being guided towards your, being guided to do something. No, you're being guided to share your gifts, right? Because again, we still talking about the lovers, right? Your talents, sharing your talents. So it's kind of like, the way I think it would be more like the Geminis would be more so on sharing their gifts. That's what we're being guided to do. Or we're being guided to move. Because the Six of Swords is more movement, right? It's more movement, releasing. So, because the air sign, air is still movement, right? You may not be able to see that shit, bitch, because you can breathe that shit. You can feel that shit, because, bitch, it's a little windy outside. But, yeah. So, but with the Sagittarius, there's a possibility that a Gemini could be getting triumph over a victory over what a Sagittarius has done to them. Y'all get what I'm saying? Kind of like that. So when I look at the, it's kind of like looking and seeing, oh, so this person need to work out with this one, and then this person did something. Like karma. On that level. That's how I look at it. The Six of Wands is more like the Six of Wands is like grace, pride, power, honor, action, victory, liberation, leadership, motivation, right? So you're being guided to take the lead, to be in a leadership. You're being guided into a leadership position with the Gemini. You're being honored for stepping into a leadership position. You're being honored for moving, or following your intuition. Being guided, right? You are being vindicated from turning your boat out of troubled water. That's a Gemini Sagittarius. So I take kind of both and put them together, because Sagittarius is opposite of Gemini on the zodiac. So I would say Gemini right now is getting victory, for overcoming something, or you're being guided to in a leader, because six of swords is guidance. Turning is coming out of something. You're getting triumph over something, because that's what the six of wands is. That's why I look at this like that is the way I learn. That's my learning. I don't know about everybody else, right? So if I use, let's say Taurus and Scorpio, because Scorpio, what's Scorpio? That's the earth? No, Scorpio is the water. Scorpio is the water. Taurus is the earth sign. So Taurus right now, being as though it's a earth sign, we will go to the pentacles, the six of pentacles, meaning hard work being paid off. Scorpio is a water sign, so we will go back to the six of cups. You will put those two signs, those two together, and say, well, a Taurus is hard work paying off. So this could be something that you worked on, a relationship that you worked on, right? Because the lovers also indicates a relationship. So do the six of cups, with Scorpio being there. So Taurus could be getting paid, or their hard work is paying off for keeping their emotions intact, right? Yeah, keeping their emotions intact. If you really think about it. In the relationships, or trying to work on your relationships, or trying to work on your partnership, your whole work is paying off for at least trying and keeping emotions intact and not allowing. So basically being balanced. If we do Aries and Libra. Aries is a fire sign. Either which way you do it, depending on your zodiac, right? Take your sign and then take what your sign is, and then the one opposite of you, and put it together. So Aries, if we start with Aries, right? So say I'm an Aries, I would take the six of wands, and Libra is what? Is that an earth sign? Water sign? That's an air sign. So Aries and Libra. So something about taking action to move. So Aries right now be action, moving. Triumph for. It's kind of the same. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's very deep. Anyway, y'all. That was Alright, so why? If we go to inner silence with 6 big, and that's why I wanted to talk about the water sign coming in there, because truth be told, this is the month for that. Inner silence, you're getting peace. Like, honestly, especially with the outside looking as gloomy as it looks, this will be a perfect time. I'm talking about, like, y'all know, I don't know if y'all like that shit, because I do. Like, when it rains, you just sit there and listen to the rain in peace and quiet. You don't really move nowhere. You don't really do nothing. You just listen. The sound of the rain. No noise. Just the sound of the rain. That shit be love. Right? Love. But
Improve the lives of others. The College of
this
Public
would be a
Affairs
perfect time to work on your inner silence, right?
motivate leaders and agents of change. Our in-demand degree programs include cyber forensics, health and human services, public administration, nonprofit management, and more. Classes are offered in person and online. Get started today at uvault.edu/public service. That's uvault.edu/public service. The University of Baltimore College of Public Affairs.
I hate when my phone do that.
Generation of public service leaders. Summer just got a lot more fun. Introducing the new Starbucks Chocolate Java Mint Frappuccino drink. This cool, chocolatey, minty treat.
I'm gonna explain something else to y'all too.
So lift it up.
That's crazy. That just came straight in my head while I was reading something. Alright, so I did tell y'all that this chapter is a little long. But what I did was, this bitch like, Jesus. Yeah. So I went in and I got just a cup, just pulled out some things, right? Because most of it is more so like asking questions. It's not asking questions, but it's more so telling you how to get this inner peace, this inner silence, and how to do it, right? So we're gonna start with number 6, inner silence. All right. What is inner silence? It's a place inside you that is the origin of everything that you are. It is a space between you and you, a little space of creation, a little space of multi-dimensional choices where the dream of life begins. Okay? It is about testing your will against temptation to move your body.
Collision, the nation's leading collision repair providers, hiring auto detailers. Unleash your earning potential today.
So it's like,
Nothing to the accident out there on 95 southbound and Laurel. The lane restrictions have been lifted at 216, but traffic
it's basically explaining how to do it, right? Getting it. I don't know. Right.
Southbound as you approach Arundel Mills Boulevard. Also in Columbia, stop and go.
All right, so let's see.
Between 175 and Rivers Edge.
Let's start that over, because I just might do it, because a lot of people don't know how to do it. All right, so focus your attention on your inner silence. A place inside you that is the origin of everything that you are. It's a space between you and you, a space of creation, a space of multi-dimensional choices where the dream of life begins. Relax your body completely. Let go of any tension. Let go of any problems that you have in your life. Let go of any thoughts or judgments. Let go of everything and give yourself permission to be present in the eternal now. This is the moment to disconnect from the rest of the world, to detach from reality as you know it. Ignore any noises around you. Get as comfortable as possible so that you don't need to move. This is going to test your will against temptation to move your body. Which is stronger, your temptation or your will? Once you're still, you may be tempted to move, to adjust your body, or to get up and see what's happening around you. Use your will and do not move. Even if you feel a fly on your face, don't move, don't scratch. The only thing moving should be your lungs. If your will is strong, you will not move. Once you are still for a while, you may start to feel different body sensations. Perhaps your head will feel big, or your legs and arms will feel strange. If you begin to have these feelings, you are close to stopping the mind from thinking. Between the end of one thought and the beginning of the next is a space. In that space, you will find your inner silence. Inner silence is a place of choice, where every thought in the mind is created. It is the place where dreaming begins, a place where you can witness the creation of thought. Once you find the inner silence in your mind, all of your senses will start to awaken. Perhaps you will hear birds singing and feel a sense of communion with the birds. Maybe you will hear the rain and experience a communion with the rain. You might hear beautiful music or just silence and beating of your heart. Feel yourself perceiving these sounds, creating beautiful emotions inside you. Now focus all your attention on your lungs. Imagine that only your lungs and the air exist. Feel the air in your lungs as you never have before. Notice your emotional reaction every time you inhale. You and the air share the most wonderful communion. Breathe in slowly so you can feel the air expand in your lungs. Feel the pressure as the air enters your lungs. Prolong that pleasure. Prolong that pleasure by inhaling very, very slowly and then keep the air inside your lungs until you feel the need to expel the air. Exhale very, very slowly so you can feel the pleasure as you allow the air to leave your lungs. Keep expelling the air until you need to inhale again. Breathe in slowly again until you cannot inhale anymore, and then release the air slowly. Every time you inhale and exhale, feel the pleasure of being alive, the pleasure of breathing. It is something so simple that we take for granted every moment of our lives. Now I would like for you to focus your attention on your emotions. Imagine that the air is made of love. Every time you inhale, love is filling your lungs and every portion of your chest cavity. Your emotional reaction is to accept all the love entering your body, and you react by loving the wonderful connection. You're not afraid to receive all that love, and you enjoy it as you never have before. Prolong this pleasure by expanding your lungs to the maximum until you have the need to exhale. Breathe in slowly again, and as the love fills your lungs, let it overflow into your heart. Open your heart and let the love fill your heart. When your heart is filled to the maximum, feel the love going through your veins and arteries and filling every part of your body. Imagine a complete healing for your physical body and mind. Every time you inhale, imagine all that love going directly to your heart and circulating through your body, cleansing every emotion and every concept in your mind. Feel the love enter every cell, every organ, and every possible space. Feel your entire body being purified and cleansed. Picture the love cleansing whatever toxins exist in your body, whatever pain exists in your body. See your blood carrying up all the things that no longer serve you. It's like a meditation thing. Like, because some people think it's easy to meditate, honey, and it's not. It is not easy. Okay, it is just not easy. But the best way to do it is starting off with like maybe 5 minutes for a week, maybe, and then take the time up week by week. But to try to do like a 30-minute, it's not gonna work. I promise you, it's not gonna work. Tried it. All right. Inhale all the love you can possibly take in. Then exhale everything you no longer need. Use all the love that exists outside you to awaken all the love that exists inside you. Inhale all the love again and then exhale slowly and send all your love to the world. Without any resistance. Imagine that you are not afraid to give all your love to the world. Your love is so great that you can send it to the entire world, and still it is endless. Keep using your imagination, and now imagine that every one of your atoms in your body is a tiny star. Imagine your body as an entire universe made of billions and billions of little stars. Imagine that everything in creation is made of stars. Only stars, and the space between the stars exists. The space between the stars is much larger than the space the stars themselves occupy. But that space between the stars is not empty. It is filled with light. The light contains the force that moves the stars and gives shapes and forms to atoms, to molecules, to everything. Light carries all the wisdom and information of the universe. Light is a messenger, and the message is life. It is life that creates the stars. It is life that creates the atoms in your body. It is life that is the messenger of the word. Life is a force. It is pure energy, and it is real. And it is the real you. Imagine that you are life and you are passing through everything everywhere. You are always in action, always transforming. Imagine yourself as a newborn infant growing up in front of your eyes, becoming a little child, a young adult, a mature human, an old human, an empty body without life, without you. Imagine that you are the force that makes the whole process happen. The force that acts on every kind of species in the universe. Every human, every fish, every planet, every tree. You are the force that opens a rose. You are the force creating the thoughts in your mind. You are the force creating your whole dream through knowledge and imagination, memory and emotions. Without you, without life, the whole dream dissolves and awareness disappears. You are pure awareness, and physical matter is a mirror for the light that is life. Without you, your body would just collapse and disintegrate. But you, the life force, are eternal. Now imagine that life is the same force as love. Inhale and exhale. With each breath, the love from the stars merges with the love between all the atoms in your body and becomes one. Every time you inhale, your lungs expand and all the stars of your body expand. Every time you exhale, your lungs contract and all the stars of your body contract. The what the fuck is the word? Microcosm and macrocosm are one being. With every breath, all the stars in the cosmos expand and contract with the same rhythm as the stars in your body. Feel the connection between the rhythm of your lungs and the expansion and contraction of the cosmos. This is the communion of love between you and God. Since you were born and even before, you have been interacting with life, with God, or what we can also call divine spirit. When you imagine that you are your lungs and that the air is made of love, the only thing you breathe is divine spirit. When you perceive light, everything you perceive is divine spirit. Everything you hear and everything you feel is divine spirit. Perhaps you never noticed that you are only interacting with divine spirit because divine spirit is the only thing that exists. Oh, child. I want to say something, right? When I stop right there, y'all do, because listen, some people confuse it, right? So when you writing, right? Because I be right, I do this, I do a journaling every day, right? But when I write like, because all right, some people write when they journal or praying or whatever, they it's like they're praying to someone else, right? Which is the creator, right? But for me, I know that as long as I stay like continuing to better myself, further better, continue to get knowledge and continue on the path that I'm on. I feel like the creator upstairs, he watching, right? So when I journal, I kind of journal like I'm writing to myself, right? Because believe it or not, if you're writing and you'll end up saying something like, yeah, I know, you probably, because this is the way I write. I'll write something like, while I'm journaling, I'll write something like, yeah, I know you probably was looking at me like this bitch crazy, right? But I'm laughing while I'm writing it because that's kind of like your consciousness, like in your brain. You're telling your consciousness or your when they say put it out to the universe, right? You are the universe. You're a part of the universe. So when you speak it, it manifests. When you think it, it manifests. When you write it, it manifests. So it's more so like writing to yourself, right? So that it can happen. And stand in this positive energy, right? That's all it is. If I'm saying it right, it's like, so I'll write something like divine spirit. But to me, I feel like I'm just writing to myself. I'm talking as I journal like I'm talking to somebody, but in my brain it's like me and my consciousness You know, the higher level of consciousness of myself is speaking. I'm speaking to that person. Like, y'all know how they say Gemini's got two people? All right, so it's like I'm talking to the other bitch, okay? I'm talking to the other bitch, right? That's what it is. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm talking to the other person, but the higher level of consciousness. And when you speak to the higher level of consciousness, it's like it's going into the 5D, right? Because the 3D is here, right? Once it go on paper, that's the 4D, right? Once you close that book, it is going to the 5D. It's like a process. It's how I take it. So me sitting here and I'm writing, me thinking about it, or me just getting a pen and a piece of paper and get the journaling, right? I'm talking to the divine spirit, but at the same time, I'm also, the divine spirit is considered your higher self, like your higher level of consciousness, which is in the 5D, somewhere that you need to get to, right? So me being a 3D, I take the paper as 4D, and writing it is going to the universe, which will hit the 5D, because I have now put it on paper, put it into the universe. Okay, I don't know. That's how I think, y'all. It's a feel your relationship with divine spirit, the one who creates you. Every breath is the most wonderful act of love with divine spirit. Every time you inhale, divine spirit goes inside you, and you merge with divine spirit, becoming one. All the love that you feel is divine spirit going inside you and possessing you. Every time you exhale, your love is so intense and profound that you go inside divine spirit and merge into one. And you no longer know if you are the lungs or the air, if you are you or you are the divine spirit. Keep using your imagination and imagine that the interaction of love between you and divine spirit is how you are created. Imagine that the merging of the breath between you and divine spirit is how everything in the universe was created. In the beginning, the only thing that existed was divine spirit. It was formless, peaceful, and full of unconditional love. There was only infinite darkness because there was no mirror for it to see itself. Divine spirit could feel itself and it felt wonderful. But then it had a strong desire to see itself. So it created you. And it could see itself in you because you are the mirror. It reflects. You reflects its beauty. And as soon as you seize it, its heart is so full of love for you that it has the need to merge with you. Same way. To me, it's the same way. Like having the urge to set aside everything and just get to know yourself. And once you get to know yourself, in and out, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, once you get to know that part, you'll never want to go back. You'll never want to be like, I don't even know who the old person was. I don't. Okay, then you merge, and as soon as you merge, it is all alone again, but it remembers your beautiful face and it misses you. Divine Spirit wants to see you again, and the desire is so strong that it creates you again. And it sees your beautiful face again, and its love is so strong that it has the need to merge with you. Then you, what? Has the need to merge with you. Then you merge, and it is alone again. It is missing you, and it is desire so strong that it creates you again. Then you merge, and there's creation. And you merge again, and again, and again. When divine spirit is matter, it feels the ecstasy of God passing through it. When divine spirit is formless, it is that ecstasy passing through matter, giving it form. Divine spirit, the light of God, is coming and going, manifesting and unmanifesting. This is the rhythm of life, the verse of love. This interaction is how life creates the stars, how life creates matter, and matter becomes the mirror that reflects the light. Matter is an eternal reproduction of light, and light, we, God, manifest in billions of different creations to explore and celebrate life. Facts. All of your life, without even knowing it, you have been interacting with divine spirit to co-create a world of illusions, the dream of life. You were born a great magician, and with the gift of magic, you create your personal story. In your personal story, there are hundreds of characters, but mainly the story is based on you. The rest of the characters help you to justify your interactions with divine spirit. In the silence, that space between thoughts is a place where you can witness the creation of different images in your mind, in the mind. In the silence is the place of silent knowledge, where you know everything and you can see that there are multiple choices. This is the beginning of dreaming, and from this place, you can begin to direct the dream. Nothing is impossible for life. Life has the power to create anything without limit. And because you are life, then just like magic, you can change the dream of your life. From this point of view, you can shift your awareness from your reasoning mind to the reality of light and love itself. With just this simple shift of perception, any dream you can dream becomes possible. And not only is it possible, it is easy for you to modify the dream. You don't need to live in a nightmare anymore. You can live in heaven. It is your choice. You can use your inner silence to begin letting go of everything you believe about yourself. Just imagine what you can do if you really believe that you are life. Imagine the possibility of what you could do with the awareness that you are a manifestation of God. It is not just a theory. You are life. You are the force that is creating the dream in your mind. But, wait, you are the force that is creating the dream in your mind. You are the force that moves your physical body. But you are not just your physical body. Your physical body is just the way you manifest the light of God in this reality. Life exists without matter as we know, in all different forms and in all other realities. Let me go back. Okay. You are not just your physical body. Your physical body is just the way you manifest the light of God in this reality. Life exists without matter as we know it, in all different forms and in other realities. There are millions of different realities, and because you are life, you can manifest through any of the realities that exist in the universe. Open yourself to the possibility of a brand new relationship with God, one that begins with awareness. With awareness, it is possible for you to perceive divine spirit, to understand everything in existence is an expression of God. There's only you and God. There is nothing else. Feel the presence of the divine spirit in your physical body. Feel the life that is alive in you. That life is God. Hashtag in the silence. Yes, Lord. Now, I don't know. Maybe because that's the way I thought. Anyway, it was kind of like I got the mindset like we were here, right? Something put us here. Whether they consider it the Big Bang, uh, rather, you know, like whether there was the Big Bang theory or rather what have you, right? We came from something, okay? My mind is we had something created us, right? Whatever it was, it created us. And in order for us to be created, there was a reason, right? There's always, they say there's always a reason behind something, right? So there was a reason that we were created, right? But I don't have the mindset of somebody died on the cross for me. I don't have that. Okay. So when they say, well, and the reason I say I don't believe in somebody died on the cross for us or died for our sins, I feel like what made him better than me, what made him better than you, what made him better than them, like why was he why? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we all are chosen ones, right? I don't believe in, oh, he created someone and this person that he created, he kind of felt like he was going to get the world intact versus millions that was already here. Okay. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that somebody died on the cross for sins and then you still got this fucked up world out here. And the way I look at it, that story, I feel like that story was created so people could sin without guilt. Yeah, without guilt. That's how I look at it. They created a story so they won't be shamed for sinning or, you know what I mean? That's how shit me. That's how I look at that story. But getting that inner silence, right? You'll learn that it's okay to be alone. You'll learn to just, because again, everybody got their own way of meditation, right? Meditation is not just one way. There's not just one way of meditating. You know, the same way they saying what's it called? Accessing your Akashic records. There's not just one way, right? There's multiple ways that you can do it, right? You have some people who can't sit still to be able to meditate, right? You have people who like myself, with my meditation, I paint, right? I color, right? And as I color or as I paint, I have like a book. So if anything comes to mind, because I don't think about anything. I don't think about anything when I'm doing it. But when I'm painting or when I'm coloring and things like that, there's certain messages or, you know, ideas and certain shit come to my head that I don't understand why it came, but I will write it down. Because they don't lie. They don't lie. You're going to want to know. Okay? So for me, that's how it is. But there's ways to get that inner peace, right? You got a lot of people out here who believe in, oh, you got to go away and you got to, you know, in order to ascend or in order to get enlightened, you know, or go on a spiritual journey, you got to cut everybody off and you got to go be by yourself. You got to go up in the mountains or up in the woods, or you don't got to do that. You ain't got that. That's a bunch of bullshit, okay? That is the most toxic shit I've ever heard. I'm not about to sell my motherfucking car, sell my motherfucking house. I ain't about to do none of that shit. I ain't about to do none of that shit. Because the motherfucker said you got to go do this way. That is never the case. But you can take a vacation, probably, you know, go to like a hotel, you know, and just even like, say like you go to like a beach or something, right? Lay a blanket down, have your water bottle, something to eat, sit on the sand, you know, with your book and just chill. Okay? All you need is quietness. Okay? Just that little bit of quietness. Set your boundaries. Let a motherfucker know. Look, at this time, I don't want to be messed with. At this time, don't fucking call me. At this time, I am doing this. That is what you do. Okay? But to blatantly come out and say, I gotta leave everything behind. No, the fuck you don't. And that's why a lot of people don't want to go on that journey, is because they don't want to get rid of their shit. Bitch, you ain't got to. Because, bitch, I wish I would. Okay? I wish I would. The devil is a lie. But you can always get to that inner silence by just blocking it. Like, you know how you be working on a project or something, right? Say like y'all at work and y'all got like this y'all got a project that's due or whatever, and you just go into a zone. You go into that focus zone, right? To get the due date done. That is where you need to be. That right there, okay, that right there is a prime example of inner silence, because you are focused. You have blocked everything, every noise, every distraction out. That is your inner silence, right? Even put some, because for me, when I write, I put like a meditation music in my ear, and I just write, okay? I just write. And you can write for about 5-10 minutes, right? Whatever's coming to your mind. It don't matter. Bitch, you could tell a story. You can write a fucking poem. Bitch, you can write to yourself. You can do all that shit. Bitch, you can draw. Bitch, just start drawing lines on a piece of paper, right? 5-10 minutes in, I bet you come up with a picture. Block out everything. 5-10 minutes, I promise you, you're going to come up with a picture. Why? Because you don't have the distractions around you, and you, I wouldn't say focus, but you just there in the moment. Like, be in that moment. Don't go in, hey, stink. Don't go in, like, if you drawing or whatever, right? Don't go, when you block people out, right? Don't have the mindset like, oh, I'm gonna draw this. You don't gotta have that mindset at all. Just earphones, take a pencil, piece of paper, whatever comes out. When you write, don't have the mindset of setting the intention when you write. Don't. Block that out completely. Okay? Because I don't have intentions when I write. When I write, I'm just writing. Like, I'll allow my brain to flow on a piece of paper. That's why I say most of the time it's like I'm writing to myself. I'll be laughing. I LOL on the paper and all that shit. Because, bitch, I'm cranking the fuck up. Sure the fuck is. But don't have the mindset of, I'm just going to write about this. Right? You can, hey, what's up? And then get the writing, right? Next thing you know, your brain probably will switch to something else and you done wrote some whole other shit. Right? Just allow it to flow. But everything around you, every problem, every situation, every noise, every distraction, block it out. Block it straight the fuck out. That's where that inner silence come from. That space. Right? Some people believe you gotta have it. You gotta have it when you meditating. Everybody cannot meditate. Everybody is not prone to meditation. Everybody cannot get meditation straight down. It is hard for a lot of people to meditate. So I'm giving y'all different ways on how to get into that inner silence, right? Different ways to get into the inner silence. Yeah. When you get into the inner silence, I would say more so, you can say God, you can say Creator, whoever you pray to. You can talk to them. Or when you say, because when you say divine spirit, right? For me, divine spirit is my higher consciousness. It's 5D consciousness. So I'm talking to my consciousness is who I'm talking to, right? If I say angels, ancestors, you know, that they the motherfuckers that sending me signs, okay? My consciousness is the person that I need to talk to in my mind, right? My consciousness. I say that because at the end of the day, I feel like my angels and my ancestors, okay, so God the Creator is what created me, right? I was put here to figure out what my purpose was. Even though it was there for us and it was embedded in us already, we just had to tap into it. God's job is done. He's watching over us. His job is done. He's created us, right? He's created us, right? Now, it's like proving, kind of like proving to the Creator that, oh, we found it, we got it, we good. All right. That is when you that's like showing gratitude. So when you start talking to your higher consciousness, right? Your higher consciousness would send, like a signal out, allowing the angels and ancestors, like, all right, she ready to go on this path. We need y'all to go down there, stand next to her, point her in the right directions, send her these signs, send her these synchronicities. I can never pronounce that word, but send her those, right? That is, because again, like I say, everything is like a step-by-step process. So God created us, right? Boom, we here. We have to find ourselves. We have to learn ourselves. We'll continue to go in the pattern and cycles until we do, right? But once you get tired of it, bitch, because you're going to know when you get tired of it. Like when you get tired of being in that fucked up relationship and you choose to fucking dip the fuck off, bitch, yes. You're going to get tired of dealing with the same bullshit and the same people and the same backstabbing ass motherfuckers. So guess what? Now, boom, you go be by yourself. All right? When you by yourself, you start talking to what? Yourself. What is that? Your higher consciousness. That's who the fuck you start talking to. Bitch, you ain't crazy. Bitch, I ain't never crazy. Okay? Let me tell y'all one thing. And listen. Even though we probably thought the bitch was crazy. Even though we probably thought this bitch was crazy, that bitch wasn't crazy, y'all. I promise y'all. Rita wasn't fucking crazy. She was a little delusional, okay? But that bitch was always talking to her higher consciousness, right? But then it was like them two motherfuckers was in just like a battle for real. That's what they was in. They was in her higher consciousness and her lower consciousness. They was in a battle, okay? Them two motherfuckers, they was in a battle. But anywho, cause y'all remember how we used to watch our video and she'd be like, yeah. Bitch, we do that all the time without even recognizing it. The thing was druggy. We wasn't. But neither here or there. That was just using an example. But we're created. We was put here. We was put here for a reason. We had to find the reason we were put here. You find your purpose You start talking to yourself because you just tired, you know? People will be like, why me? I don't understand why I had to keep going through this, and I need help, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, yes, you're putting it out to the world, right? You're putting it out to the universe. You letting the creator know that you need help, right? But only person that can help you is who? Yourself. So, yes, you might tell him, like, you need help, but at the same time, you got to show that you want that help. So you keep on dealing with the person that you want to get away from, right? You might just end up walking away from that person, and before you get that help, right, shit gonna get hard. There might be an argument, and then if you really want to help, you wouldn't have went the fuck back. I'm only saying it because I've been in that situation, right? So you'll go the fuck back, and because you went the fuck back, bitch, listen, you're not getting no help. You gotta help yourself first. You have to be dedicated, and you have to have the willpower not to go back, right? Temptation, right? You testing the temptation of yourself. So when you get tired, bitch, you gonna start talking to yourself. I'm tired, bitch. Listen, I'm tired. Bitch, I'm tired. You might have a motherfucking mental breakdown. Bitch, you probably break everything in your fucking house. That's how tired you is, right? And then you start talking to your higher consciousness. And when you start talking to that motherfucker, okay, that motherfucker is going to send a signal to the creator. The creator is going to be watching you like, all right, let me see. Let me test her again. Let me see if she's really tired. Now, if you pass that test, when you pass that test, that's where everything changes. Because now, the creator is going to send you some angels and ancestors, you know, your spirit guides. They're going to send them. And they're going to be throwing shit. Okay, they're going to be throwing you signs, coincidental shit in your mind because you're not all the way there, right? Because you're not all the way there, you're going to miss the red flags. You're going to miss the coincidences that is being thrown in front of your face, right? You're going to miss that shit. But as time go by, you'll start recognizing it. You'll start recognizing it. Why you'll start recognizing it? Because you never went back, right? You never went back. And then you continue, right? You continue to talk to yourself. You continue to keep putting out what you want into the universe. You start finding yourself, right? You start looking at yourself in the mirror. You go and get that in the silence because now you alone. You done left a motherfucker, right? And now you just alone. You by yourself. And what happens when you by yourself? What happens when you by yourself? You get enlightened. And an aha or an epiphany moment happen, right? And when this epiphany moment happen, you get this, you start getting stronger. Bitch, you start getting stronger. Okay. The good? Yum, yum. But you know, you get this epiphany moment. You get this aha moment. You in limbo right now. Yeah. And then once you get that aha moment, that epiphany moment and shit, guess what's gonna happen? Then you're gonna recognize the coincidences. You're gonna recognize those 444s and those 111s and because you recognize them and you just keep seeing them everywhere you go, like, damn, I just seen that number. Damn. Now your brain done click. Now once your brain click, bitch, you that listen. Once that brain click, that you see that shit, right? You become curious. Now with all this, that is the moment that you go on a spiritual journey. I swear to God, because that's what happened to me. I promise you. I promise you. You end up going on a journey, not even knowing right? Not even knowing that you went on it. Okay, not knowing that you went on it. You just somehow, some way, bitch, you just got kicked in the street. Okay? And the motherfucking bus just took your ass up that motherfucker. I promise you. Because you don't recognize that you're on it. You don't. Like, you don't recognize that you're on a spiritual journey until later on. Who the fuck comes out their mouth and say, I'm going on a spiritual journey? Bitch. Hey, Paige. Yes, I see mine too. Like, I be like, okay, so, like, I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I never came out of my mouth and said, yeah, y'all, I'm going on a spiritual journey. No, bitch. I didn't come out of my mouth until I really understood that that's what I was on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I'm going on a spiritual journey. Like, when this came about, I was literally, I left a motherfucker, right? And I was in a fucked up situation. I left that situation and went into hermit mode, is what they call it. I was crying. I had a mental breakdown. I was just all fucked up willy-nilly, okay? I was fucked up willy-nilly. And then, like I told y'all before, there was a voice said don't go back, and I did. That is what put me in a fucked up situation. That's why I had to repeat something, because I got it. But it was like learning what I'm learning, what I know now. Was like, bitch, you should have listened, okay? But it was like I started picking up this and I started picking up that, and I just, because I became curious. That's what it was. It was more so not recognizing the coincidences. And at that time, I was just listening to tarot. That's what I was doing. I was just listening to tarot readers. I wasn't into the angel numbers. I wasn't into tarot cards. I wasn't into none of that shit, bro. Literally, I wasn't into none of that shit. And then when I started seeing shit, right? And then one day, I went to 5 and Below. I seen a pack of tarot cards, and I seen this tarot book that went with it, right? And before I opened the tarot cards, let me tell y'all what I did. I read the book, right? I can comprehend very fucking well, bitch. Very well. So when I started reading, and I started with the major arcana cards, that fucking epiphany, the aha moment happened, and I was like, wow. I turned it on and I said, yo, you know that the major arcana cards is nothing but a story about life and journey. You know that, right? And he like, huh? I'm like, that's what it is. That's what the tarot, that's what the major arcana cards is providing us. It's providing us the journey that we need to take to become enlightened. And he was like, for real? So as I'm reading, I am literally taking the situation that I have recently came out of, and I am putting it in every card. Like a step by step. You ate it all? Yum yum. Yay. She said, Yeah. Let me see your face. Cop, cop. You want your up? Ew. Yeah, sure do. That is all facts. Sure do. And I was like, when I was reading the cards, right? You know who deck I actually bought? The card that I actually bought, the deck. Y'all know the girl from 101? No, that's not 101. Is that 101? No, not 101. Not 101. Half and half. Half and half. The black girl with the curly hair. She's a tarot reader. And I got her deck and her book. That's actually where I learned it from. I can honestly say, like, because of the fact that I used to watch her a lot, and she was a black girl, you know, I just felt like I was okay learning from that book. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, all right, well, she's a black girl, you know, opening up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a problem with it. Not even a little bit. I didn't have a problem. Not even a little bit. But, like, I literally learned that you could put a situation. And listen, on some real shit, y'all. Ooh. Thank you. Damn, you can't even say thank you no more. Little fuck face. Say thank you. But what I can say is that as I was learning it, I realized, like, all right, boom, this is where I stopped off at. Like, in this journey, this is where I stopped off at, and it allowed me, as I was reading, to continue on to my journey. Yeah. Okay, get into them numbers. But that's how I actually started my journey. I started my journey from reading. And I was like, yo, this is so crazy. But I didn't really realize I was on a spiritual journey until the fuck I read. Like, no, let me go back. I bought the tarot cards because at the time, Five and Below didn't have the tarot book, right? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So I had got a tarot book and tarot cards from there, right? And in the tarot book that I got from Five and Below, they didn't tell a story, right? Or explain their experience, right? So then I went online and I ordered a deck of cards with the girl from Half and Half. I ordered her set, and then when I got her book in the mail, I started reading her book, and then I realized that she actually took and used the cards and explained her experience, you know, step by step. Like, all right, we had the Fool card, and she explained the experience that she left from, which allowed me to do the same. Which, in fact, I felt like, all right, cool. So when I realized that, all right, I'm on a, can you wait? Oh, it went off. I gotta turn it back on, y'all. Hold on. Alright, we are. There you go. What the hell? Yeah? Ooh. You're welcome. Oh, he's okay, y'all. But yo, I did. And I think because I'm almost done this book, I do want to go get. I do want to go find the other books because there's other books actually to this. And those books, if anybody know where I can get them from, y'all just let me know. We have the Full Agreements companion book, the Mastery of Love, the Voice of Knowledge, the Fifth Agreement, and the Four Agreements for a Better Life. They do actually got other books like this. I'm going to check the stores. If not, then I'll just go online and get them. And then still do what I'm doing now and just still give y'all a word every week. I kind of want to get into my, you know, how I did my, how I started and use each card and break it down. But I got some things coming up for y'all. Okay, so before I get off of here, as always, I know what we gotta do. We're gonna do the wrong one. Definitely. Okay. We're gonna do the inner silence prayer. But this one is called Prayer for Divinity. Okay. So, Prayer for Divinity. Thank you, Creator, giver of life itself, for the gift of awareness you have given me. Thank you for everything I have received this day, especially for the freedom to be who I really am. Amen. I know that I am divine spirit. Praise the Lord. I know that I am the force that is life. Yes, I am. The manifestation of your power that becomes the life of humans. Help me to recover my divine consciousness and to humbly accept my own divinity, because that's what you allow me to do. Today, Creator, is a wonderful day for a love communion with you. I know that I am an expression of your divine love. Let me accept your love because I am worthy of your love, because you created me and you only create perfection. Today, Creator, I will use my life to express your will and to share my joy wherever I go. Thank you for the opportunity to imagine what could be if I shift my awareness and accept my own divinity. Amen. That is the one for the book. Okay. 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 That is one for the books, bitch. And listen, if you can't be yourself, then who the fuck can you be? And we're going to leave that right there. Information for this channel. Accept and release the need to control things you cannot change. Okay? Hashtag truth. Hashtag forgiveness. Hashtag love. Hashtag gratitude. Hashtag humanity. Hashtag inner. And we out. Mommy. Yes, boo.